Okay. I don't remember what I was doing. Oh yeah, we're going to Rena now. We're going to the other planet now.
I thought we'd find answers on Lenegis, but we just ended up finding more questions.
You can say that again. And now we have more problems to fix too. Like figuring out how to reform Lenegis.
Space travel!
That can wait for now. We've got more than enough on our plates to deal with as it is.
Room.
Like figuring out who's really running the show on Rena.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Which is why we're going to the Renan homeworld.
It's crazy.
All the answers we've been looking for are on that planet. The person responsible for all this. The Red Woman and the Renaissalma.
The Red Woman.
The answers have to be there. Are we prepared to finally find them?
Oh, we're ready.
So, what do we do first when we get there?
We know nothing about the Renan homeworld or what we might face once we arrive. We should get a feel for how things are on the ground before we take any serious steps.
Okay.
It's also entirely possible that the first thing we're going to face is an attack.
If we come across a capital, we should...
Whoa. It's the Red Woman, isn't it? Yep. Freak! So crazy. Whoa, what's she doing to our ship? Oh. Oh, she just, wow, what was that? That was like, that was wild. She just sends us to the void. So maybe we're not going to Rena.
Damn! The hell just happened?
We're all here.
Our course
we're
has
all
been
alive.
altered. The coordinates are pointing to a different destination.
What?
What's that?
The ship's controls aren't accepting my commands. The engine is being shut down.
Heyo.
That's bad, right?
Quite bad. We've lost control of the ship.
Is all of this the Red Women's doing?
Are they trying to finish us off before we can land?
Boo.
Everyone, look there!
A giant fish. Oh, anime cutscene. Whoa. Whoa. Is that Rena? The music. Yeah, it's wild. Whoa! Laser beam. That's the wedge, remember? Okay, a laser beam coming back up and shooting through. Wow, pretty. Is that like a flower? What the heck? A space flower? Yeah, it's totally like a flower blooming. That's crazy. That is wild.
A flower blooming out of Rena?
But that flower looks like it's absorbing all of Dana's energy.
And it
Okay.
appears Lenegis is serving as a conduit for that energy to reach here. Could that have been its true purpose all along?
If that's true, do you think the people back on Lenegis are all right?
Forget Lenegis. What about Dana?
We can only pray
What
that
about
they are.
Dana?
Damn it! Haven't they taken enough already? When is this going to end?
The flower of oblivion.
Whoa. That was a cool line.
With everything that's happening, we need to get back to Lenegis. Is the ship still offline?
Unfortunately, yes. Even more so than when it lay dormant.
Can you fix it?
Starships are extremely complex machines. One wrong move while we're out here in space could very well cost us our lives.
So what? We're just stuck inside here, floating around?
You're just hanging
For
out
how
here.
long?
I don't believe this. We've made it all this way, and now we're stuck here? We're watching Dana die before our eyes, and we have no choice but to sit here and starve to death?
Law, calm down! You're not the only one who's worried here.
Chill out, bro.
Right. Sorry.
It's still too early to give up. There has to be a way to get out of this.
Alphen.
Whoa.
Now what?
The starship, it's back online?
No, this is different. Something is pulling our ship in towards it.
Oh, it's crazy red woman, I bet. Pretty cool.
We managed to get moving, but where are we?
Where are we?
It looks like Lenegis in here.
Do you think we might run into more Renans here? Or those red women?
Perhaps. Someone brought us here.
What up,
The
Ben
question is,
Catholic? Oh, thanks for the sub, homie. How are
We
you?
haven't been ambushed, so
How
that
you doing,
probably means
doggy?
They aren't hostile. Still, why would anyone want to bring us here?
What's up, baby? Thanks for that sub, hero.
Hey, Shion!
If they wanted to attack us, they could have done so while we were back on the starship. We should see where this path takes us.
Yeah, that's a good point, Flufferover. What's up, kitty? Yeah. Hey. All right. We're in a new area. Taking a break from your BL4 run, bro. Taking a break, bro. Oh, yeah, he's down here. Hey, bud. He's making noise into the mic. Can we go back? Can we just leave? That's wild. That's wild, bro.
I still can't get over what we saw happening outside the starship.
Whoa.
Yeah, our planet's really not doing too hot right about now.
I've only ever seen Rena from the surface of Dana, so I figured it was just another round planet like ours. Still though, I never would have imagined
Yeah?
Rena actually looked like that. And
Yeah?
what's the deal with that giant flower coming out of it?
Beats me. I have...
Kitty.
Looks like a broken egg or something.
Rena and Dana. We were taught that both worlds were spherical bodies that floated amongst
Yeah?
the stars in the heavens. But to think that
Yeah,
they
he's a
lied to
hungry
us not
kitty,
only
isn't
about
he?
the sovereign and the crown contest, but also the form of our own planet.
Dohalim.
Ben Catholic says, so far I've beat
Okay,
Cleric
who's the
Beast,
wise
Father
guy that summoned us
Gastion,
here?
Someone formidable
Gascoigne.
enough to bring our starship along with us.
They
Bloodstar
must be
Beast,
here
and
somewhere.
Vicar Amelia.
Let's find them.
Dark Beast Parl when you play again. It's yeah, it's about dinner time. It's about dinner time. Good to see you, my friend. Dark Beast Parl. Is that the lightning boy? It's like gamer energy to beat those bosses at soul level 1. Wow. Might not be technically soul level 1. I think it's like 4, right? Alright, what do we want here? Lightning boy, oh my gosh. I can't even beat him with how strong my character is. I have beat him before, but on New Game Plus, he's so hard to beat. He's the lightning boy. Okay, we're going this way. Whoa! Whoa! You don't know if I remember Shadows of Yharnam, but you're not looking forward to that fight. Let me think here.
This place looks a lot like that room we saw back in the Forbidden Zone.
No, I don't.
What's that?
Shadows of Yharnam. Oh, it's the red woman?
It's one of those!
A red woman in disguise.
Is that boss fight that's
Or
in the
is this
big
their true
room?
form?
And he
So
like
it was a
encompasses
trap?
the room? You gotta climb up along the walls and defeat the ads.
It doesn't look like it can move.
I beat that one my first try, actually.
Tell me, are you the one who brought us here?
Oh, it lit up.
That is correct. It is unusual for me to have unexpected guests these days.
It can talk.
The fight was
What are
1v3.
you?
Hevrect 35.
Oh, I do remember them. Yep, in the graveyard or
Hevrek
whatever.
35. Is that your name?
Hevcrit
Correct.
35.
What is this place? No, wait, before that. Just what exactly are you? Are you somehow associated with the Red Women?
Yeah, this is weird.
Before I answer, I have a question for you. How did you all arrive in this sector?
We did not come to this place by choice. Our ship was brought here against our will, by a group of red women who can shift into the same form as you.
In that case, we can assume my brethren who serve the Great Spirit have deemed you all to be a threat most grave.
What do you
Ooh.
mean, serve? Are you saying there really is someone more powerful than the Red Women? Pulling their strings?
Weird. Oh,
What did you do to us?
we're glowy.
I examined your bodies. You have not been harmed in any way. Identifiers detected. The Sovereign and Maiden are among you. However, you aren't under its control. I see why they viewed you as a danger now.
Yeah, I had to fight them a few times, Ben Catholic.
Oh, goody. More riddles.
Do you think we can trust this thing?
Like it or not, it may be our best chance at a ticket out of here. Let's at least hear it out.
I shall now answer your questions. We are Helganquil.
Helganquil.
The red women you encountered previously are a form of disguise we employ from time to time, but not our true form.
Okay.
Helganquil?
You are on Daeq Faezol, a celestial base which drifted here by accident.
Weird.
The will of Rena's great spirit no longer reaches us here. Since my sudden separation from the Great Spirit's influence, I have used any and all means to extend my lifespan. As I have done so, I have also set out to monitor and research Rena and Dana from this position.
Oh, he's researching.
A question. What is this great spirit of which you speak? Is it something that rules over your kind?
Correct. The great astral spirit is a large mass of astral energy that fills all of Rena, one with its own will, a voice we cannot refuse.
A voice?
The voice of the
Just
planet.
like Dana.
The voice of the great spirit speaks to our hearts directly, and we have served it without question throughout
Pretty
the
close,
ages.
Ben Catflick. Sounds like there
Does
might
that
be
mean it was
one more
controlling
stream
your
after
minds?
this.
Wait a second. Could this great spirit be the true sovereign of Rena?
The true ruler of Rena. It could be the same thing that's controlling Volron.
Volron!
Wait, back up. You're telling us this great spirit of yours is the one that ordered you things to harvest the astral energy from Dana? I'm not sure I believe that.
Why not?
Whoa.
We've already made contact with the will of Dana back in the Wedge, and in the Forbidden Zone on Lenegus. If Dana has a will of its own, I don't see why Rena wouldn't.
Maybe not, but think about what you're saying. If Dana has a will like Rena, then that would mean that we've been controlled by the voice of Dana this whole time, just like these things.
Dana's
possible.
will hasn't been forcing us to do anything.
Yeah, but
Let's assume that what Hevrect 35 claims is true, and that we are indeed cut off from both planets. Even if we had previously been under the control of Dana's will, we would have noticed now that we are disconnected.
Your fear is not based in logic. The voice of Dana is much smaller and quieter compared to that of Rena's great spirit. Rena's astral energy is amassed at its center, whereas Dana's is shared among all its constituents. So thinly is that energy spread that it cannot coalesce and formulate a will. Our findings here indicate as much.
Oh, his
Which
research
explains
tells
why
him
we felt
that.
its will where we did. The Wedge and Lenegus are where so much of that energy had been accumulated.
The Great Spirit's desire is to consume all astral energy. And the pursuit of that desire is why you see Rena in its current state. As a result, it has turned its attention toward Dana.
Is that why the crown contest is necessary? So that the Great Spirit can feed off of Dana?
Indeed, and it was to that end that we Helganquil devised the crown contest. Had the initial spirit channeling from 300 years ago succeeded, all of Dana's astral energy would have been seized.
But the ceremony failed. Lenegus was severely damaged, and you lost both the Sovereign and the Renasalma.
Both.
Correct. A change in plan was required to ensure the spirit channeling's success. However, recreating the Renis Alma required a vast amount of energy. That is why we turned to Dana.
So that was the real purpose behind the crown contest. An efficient means to harvest the necessary energy.
It's
from
okay,
Dana.
Ben Catholic. I kind of am too.
This is all happening because of me.
Nevertheless, you still haven't answered one of Alphen's original questions. Just why have you brought us here to your base, Hevrect 35?
Hevrect.
First, it was to confirm the identities of you, my unexpected visitors. Second, it was to ascertain whether you would be likely to accept my request.
He has a request.
A request? But what could someone like you want us to...
I wish for you all to slay the Great Spirit.
Whoa. We
I'm
gotta
sorry,
take out
did you just
Rena.
ask us to kill your master?
I did. It is in your best interest that you do so, I might add.
What makes you say that?
Lenegus has entered the final stage of the spirit channeling plan. As we speak, Dana's energy is being harvested en masse and transmitted
Which
to
boss
Rena.
fight was the hardest for you so far, Ben
If nothing
Catholic?
is done about the Great Spirit, it will not be long before all is lost.
You're saying the destruction we saw earlier is just the beginning? That...
We won't
Internet
let that
such as
happen.
stream keeps freezing. Yikes, bro.
Why do you want us
Yikes,
to kill
bro.
the Great Spirit so badly? Is it to save our world? To free you, Helganquil, from under its control? Why?
No. My primary concern is validating our findings and analysis, which have taken many years to realize.
Many years.
As such, it is my desire to see how your actions impact and change these systems. However, I will not deny that vengeance also plays a part.
Oh, he's angry at his
Vengeance?
master.
For what?
In spite of our long service to the Great Spirit, our species is on the brink of extinction.
You mean you're dying?
I'm dying.
At this stage, it would be wise for you to talk with the others. Ask them what you need to know. Once you have your answer, return to me. If you agree to
Say
help,
Bloodstar Beast was the
I
hardest
shall
so
fix your
far
ship.
because of the poison.
Others?
Oh my
Just
gosh.
how many of you are there?
You only died 4
I am
times.
the
Holy
only
cow, you're a
Helganquil
gamer.
who inhabits Daeq Faezol.
Hey! Hey!
It's no use. I think it's done talking to us. Let's take a look around.
Okay. Bloodstar Beast was the hardest for you, huh? Interesting, dude. Yeah, you're a real gamer, dude. We got another cutscene.
You can't seriously be buying anything that creature told us, right?
To be honest, the conversation went on for so long, I'm not sure I understood all of it.
At the very least, everything it said about the Renan Great Spirit adds up. At the end of the day, this whole chain of events comes back to astral energy. That being said, had we not previously encountered the will of Daeq, I suspect I would find its story much more difficult to believe.
The spirit of Rena wants to see Daeq completely destroyed.
But why? Astral energy is supposed to be a force that creates and shapes the world.
Yeah, who knows
It
why?
doesn't matter. I don't care if we're up against an entire world or what its game is.
Right.
We're gonna defend
There's
Daeq.
one other thing that concerns me. How the Great Spirit, the Helganquil, and the Crown Contest are all part of a centuries-long plan is clear enough. But what about the Renan?
Yeah, how do the Renans factor
Now
into
that
it?
you mention it, and all that talk, Hevrek 35 never even brought up the Renans once. And as for the Helganquil, we never did find out just what they are either.
Maybe it had a reason for keeping its silence. Or perhaps there's even more going on. Maybe the others will shed more light on the matter. Let's find out.
Okay, we're gonna go chat with other Helganquil. It's so weird how it keeps introducing, like, all these proper nouns. Hard to keep track of everything. Go to the lower level. Ran through the first area of the Old Hunters DLC to get some upgrade material and thought about fighting Ludwig. We were like, maybe I should wait a little longer. Oh, hey, bud. Ludwig. Let's check out this area down here first. Maybe I should wait for that. Kitty? Hey. I'm just running around scoping stuff out. Yeah? Did you eat? Did you eat? Did you get your supper, kitty? You keep stepping on my keyboard.
Who
Oh,
are they?
hey. People.
What is it?
Oh, my apologies. It's just been so long since I've seen any humans from the outside world.
Are you a Renan?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
This is weird.
The Overseer told us to
Being
answer
so
any
lovey,
questions
I
you might
know.
have. Whatever you want to know,
Hey.
we'll tell you as much as we can. But be quick. Our subjects are undergoing a dramatic shift that we don't want to miss.
Our subjects.
What a weird guy.
He must have meant Hevrek 35 when he mentioned that overseer.
And what was that about subject?
There isn't anyone else we can talk to. I guess we should ask around here.
Alright, we'll see what these folks have to say. Is there any cool space treasure? No. No, there is not.
Have you guys lived up here in Daeq Faezol with Hevrek 35 for a long time?
With Hevrek 35.
Yes. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head just how long it's been, though. We regularly go into stasis, so our sense of time has gotten rather out of whack over the years.
Wow.
Why are you all even here in the first place?
Originally, This station was where we worked to perform maintenance on Lenegis.
We heard that the facility ended up in its current location due to an accident.
Oh, it was terrible. Apparently there was some kind of accident, and when help never arrived, they presumed the entire facility had been destroyed.
And you've been working for Hevrecht 35 ever since? What do you mean?
Indeed.
The Helganquil have the technology to cloak themselves around us Renans.
Oh, so they're invisible.
As long as they don't do anything obvious, a Renan won't see one, even if it's right in front of them.
Interesting.
Which would explain why Shion and I failed to notice the Red Women previously.
Oh!
Do they employ an astral art of some sort?
I haven't been able to scientifically confirm it for myself, but from what I understand, the type of cloaking they use is primarily achieved through mechanical means. In addition,
I see.
They also used hypnosis devices and information control to get us to do what they wanted without being
What's
detected.
up, Myria?
It's a pretty sophisticated operation, especially since it avoids any unnecessary conflict.
Come here.
I have to imagine that's how Lenegis is still run.
But aren't the Helganquil themselves controlled by the
Yeah,
Great
you
Spirit?
did, Myria. You sure
If
did.
so, why aren't Renans affected by it in the same way?
The Great Spirit's mind control only works on Helganquil, so they had to employ other means.
I'll try
to
my best to
manipulate us
explain it real
Renans.
quick. Right after this convo.
You act like this didn't affect you personally. If I was you, I'd be mad as hell at their deceptions.
I mean, sure, I was surprised when I first found out about it, but it happened so long ago.
Hevrecht 35 has clearly ceased concealing itself, though. Why is that?
Who can say? My guess is it just got bored, or maybe even a little lonely.
Don't
Okay.
you want to go back home to Rena or Lenegis? Our ship is going to be fixed pretty soon. You could ride with us.
No way. If we went back after knowing the truth, they'd either just brainwash us or purge us outright. After
Whoa.
all this time, there's nothing to be gained from going back. We've all agreed it'd be best to simply stay here and watch everything unfold instead.
You can just wait till the YouTube videos. Well, I
Things are
want
going
to. I
just
want
fine with the
to think
Overseer.
about it out loud too.
Not that it'll be around much longer. It can't extend its life any further. That said, I'm sure it's pleased to see the final stage of the plan before it passes on, though.
Interesting. Okay.
Thank you for answering our questions.
I don't know why they're so happy to cooperate with us. All right. Well. Okay. Okay, bro. Okay. Okay. So, remember we escaped Volron again, right? We made it back to our starship and decided we're gonna go to Rena, okay? That's what was going on. Well, on the way to Rena, the Red Woman shows up in space, and there's like 20 of her. 20 Red Women. And they are able to basically, they like warp our ship away. They like send us like away in space so that we have this nice view of Rena, Dana, and then Lenegis in between, right? So we're getting this shot that we see both of the planets, only Rena isn't a round planet. Rena isn't just like a spherical planet. Okay, that's where we're at so far. It's like, it's kind of weird. It's kind of wild. So what happens is, right after like we get a chance to like look around, we're like, oh gosh, what's going on? The Wedge has this moment where it shoots up astral energy from Dana through Lenegis and into Rena. From Dana through Lenegis into Rena. So basically, they're finally able to suck Dana's energy out of the planet and into Rena. And that was this new character's thing all along. So we're introduced to a couple new characters here. So after we see that, your stream is skipping bad. Okay. Oh, I don't think it's on my end. I hope it's not on my end. It could be. It's showing 0 drop frames on my side. Ben Catholic, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Good for you, okay. Maybe you gotta lower the image quality. Hey, kitty. So, okay, that happens. Yeah, kitty? Come here. We are then, our ship, we lose control of our ship. Yeah, what's up, Ben Catholic? What's up, Myria? Good to see you too. We lose control of our ship, and it is kind of like, it drifts towards this place we're in now. It's on your end, your internet sucks booty. Ugh. I feel that. We finally have 500 down. Well, we've had it for like a year or two, but it is a game changer for us. And I mean, I want gig down now. So now we're in this area. Daeq Faezol. Oh yeah, the story is even more wild, dude. It's even more ridiculous. We meet this character with this crazy freaking name. Crud, it's not telling us its name. It's like this robotic name. It's like Helvaga 35 or something. It's weird. This dude is... He's kind of looks like the Red Woman when they are transformed into like the robot looking things. Well, this dude is like... You heard it a couple times there. Yeah, I can't remember what it is, but... This dude is... essentially working for Rena. And when I say working for Rena, I mean... Rena isn't just a planet, it's like sentient. And the way that they explain this is, yeah, Rena is sentient, but Dana would be too if there weren't so many people on it. Because Dana is spreading all of its like astral energy to like people and to animals. Rena doesn't really have that. Rena doesn't have as much of that, I should say. Because Rena, remember, Rena, like, we thought it was a planet, but it's kind of not. It's kind of like this crazy looking, like, I don't know, it's like a husk of a planet. It has, like, this craziness going on. And then once Dana's, like, astral energy is zapped up into Rena, it, like, on the back, there's, like, a flower that blooms. It's just really, really weird. So you're kind of caught up. I mean, we talked to this RevKit 35 dude for a little bit, and he's like, listen, I work for Rena, but this isn't good. Like, Rena is about to destroy everything. So, like, maybe you could help us take it down. So I suspect we're going to be actually working for this dude. And the real enemy is this spirit of Rena.
Sure. It's going to be a while before the two planets undergo
exactly,
the next shift,
Myria.
so I can talk until then.
Please, tell us what you know about the Helganquil.
Helganquil, that's what they call the
You
Red
mean
Woman.
The overseer's species. I can't say I know much about them.
Well, for starters, where'd they come from?
Where else? From Rena, obviously.
From Rena? Wait, are you telling us those things live right alongside the Renans down there?
Of course not. There's really no such thing as Renans in the
Okay,
first
I
place.
suspected that.
Excuse me?
Oh, I thought the Overseer explained everything.
Apparently not.
Please, tell us more.
Well, in a nutshell, the Renans were originally created from Danans by the Helganquil.
Created from Danans. So like the Red
But
Woman.
if that's true, then that would mean there aren't any people on Rena.
There aren't, but there are Helganquil. That's what the name literally means in their language. People of Rena.
People of Rena.
But what need could they possibly have to create a whole new race of people?
It was a way to bolster their dwindling workforce.
Right, Maria? That would be
I trust
great.
You're aware that the Helganquil are on the verge of extinction, yes? In essence, we were created to carry on their work for the Great Spirit after they all die. They gathered Danans who had an affinity for astral arts and proceeded from there.
Like mages?
That's why we, as their descendants, can all cast arts, albeit to varying degrees.
Let me get this straight. Are you saying Renans were originally created from Danans that the Helganquil kidnapped?
Wait, that explains why almost nobody can use Astro Arts on Dana now.
Helganquil technology
Yeah,
is
Flufferwuffer.
truly amazing. The way they alter their bodies is far less invasive than your conventional surgeries. They have these tiny machines that are practically invisible, which they insert into their bodies and...
You needn't tell us anymore.
How can you speak so calmly about all of this?
I guess I can see how, when viewed in a certain light, their ways may sound grotesque.
It's kind of
But
weird.
If you ask me, I think they ultimately did us a favor. They saved us from crawling the earth in ignorance.
It's like nano
If it meant
machines,
their
I
hands
guess.
had to get a
Yeah.
little dirty in the process, then so be it.
It kind of is.
Anyway, the Helganquil are the real Renans. Personally, I don't think it's such a big deal. They're also mostly the ones behind what you see going on between the two planets. I think that covers just about everything worth knowing.
Weird.
I see. Thanks for filling us in.
Okay.
Does he really expect us to believe that Renans never truly existed? How absurd.
Dohalim.
Even Dohalim doesn't
Just when I
believe him.
think we're getting to the bottom of it all, some new revelation smacks us in the face.
You see a kitty back there?
Then let's hope this is our last revelation for a while.
Oh, nope, can't see it there. Oops. Okay, one more jabroni to talk to.
Do you know anything about a spirit channeling plan?
If you mean the first plan from 300 years ago, then yes. Do you know what its main
These
objective was?
dudes,
Yes. It was to use Lenegis to siphon off Dana's astral energy and send it to Rena.
these dudes appear so young and everything because they're put into some kind of stasis, some kind of cryo sleep until they need them again to work the ship and stuff.
However,
Apparently.
there were two problems we had to consider. First was how to collect and send such a large quantity of astral energy without it becoming sentient. Second, we had to figure out how to convert Dana's energy so it would be compatible with Rena.
I take it the solutions to those problems were to use the wedge for the collection, and then the Sovereign and Maiden to convert the energy.
We have a winner. However, the first plan failed when the Sovereign was overwhelmed and became frenzied.
You're looking at him.
The reason for that is because the Maiden lost control. I'm told he slaughtered many Renans and Helganquil that day. For the next plan, we tried to recreate the Renis Alma, but we didn't have nearly enough of the other non-dark astral energy types. To amend that, we set our sights on Dana and implemented a system whereby we could extract energy from it.
Okay.
And the crown contest began.
So that's why the
Correct.
crown contest.
Since the Maiden had been the failing point
He wants
in the
my
previous
attention,
plan,
Flufferwuffer.
it was decided to replace her role with machinery to avoid further mishaps. A new sovereign had to be made as well. It was such tremendously difficult work. Its success was dubious. But from the look of things, it would appear such worries were
Yeah,
unfounded.
there you go, Maria.
So that's what the purpose of that room we found in the Forbidden Zone was.
What about the flower that sprouted from Rena?
Yeah, that flower is
Flower?
weird.
Oh, that thing.
Oh, he's happy,
That's
all
the
right.
physical manifestation of all the astral energy that's been harvested from Daeq. As I...
He's happy, all right. Aren't you, buddy? I don't know if you can hear his purr. Hold on, I can turn the music off. Kitty! Oh, you can't hear it? Oh, well. I tried. I sure tried. Yeah, okay. It's getting really weird. As if it wasn't weird already, right? As if it wasn't already really weird.
I'm sure you've noticed, it's quite a lot of energy. At this point, it's likely that it's become physically integrated with Rena's planetary structure.
Hevrecht 35 mentioned that the spirit channeling plan is entering its final stage. Is that true?
It is. I never thought I would live to see the day with my own eyes. And yet here we are. Are we done talking now? If it's all the same to you, I'd really rather not miss anything that's about to happen.
All right.
He talks like the potential end of the world is just another day on the job.
You've got to remember that these guys have been living alone up here for a long time. Who knows what shape their minds are in?
It feels like our whole world has been turned upside down. Is there anything we know that's still true at this point?
Seriously, I'm still trying to process the fact that we Renans were created by the Helganquil, let alone the Sovereign and Maiden stuff.
Let's take a moment to gather ourselves. I know all of this is a lot to believe and take in, but I think it's fair to say that we've found the answers we've been looking for. Does everyone agree?
Agreed.
Sure.
Though I'll admit that I never expected it to all boil down to Rena's great spirit being behind everything.
Yeah, that's kind of
Everything
wild.
that's happened, everything we've endured, it's all because of astral energy.
And to get that energy, the Great Spirit took control of the Helganquil. Then the Helganquil created the Renans, who went on to invade and rule over the Daenons.
Plus, the reason the Great Spirit can't directly control the Renans as well is likely because they were originally Daenons all along.
Okay.
Either way, I think it's fair to say we've all had a lot to take in at once. Maybe too much, even. We should probably take it easy and rest our minds a bit.
Let's rest our minds.
Why don't we all take some time to think things over before we decide on our next move?
That's a good idea, Kisara. If the Renan Great Spirit really is behind all this, then we've got a really big fight ahead of us. Because it's not just Dana on the line, but Rena too. If we're going to do this, we need to be completely sure of ourselves. So let's go ahead and break off for now. We aren't in any immediate danger, so we should be okay.
Okay, we're gonna have a minute
Sure
where
you
we
don't
can
wanna
chat
be
with
alone
everyone a
right now?
bit.
I could ask you the same question.
I figured I'd get all my thinking in while walking around and checking up on everybody.
I'll go along with you. I'm interested to hear what's on everyone's minds, too.
Sounds good. Let's go find them.
Party disbanded.
Everyone's just gone their own way, huh?
Yeah, let's hit up each spot.
Let's do a little save here. Maria says, like, these people know Renans and Daenons are the same species people, but they don't care one bit that the Helganquil have created a plan that has resulted in thousands of their people being tortured and dying. That's true, so the Helganquil can steal their astral energy and ultimately destroy the planet. The people helping that happen are kind of jerks and just, yeah, it is kind of wild that they're just like, oh yeah, push the buttons, everything's cool, keep going. It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, you're right, these guys are definitely not allies. These, like, 3 people here. There might be more. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it. Oh, maybe there are a couple more. Oh, hey, look. There's a young character here. A young maiden. Yeah, you're right. Just all this death for that. Okay, we can rest here if we want. What if there's a shop here? That would be awesome. Oh, look, yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. Here we go. The spirit channeling plan will soon finally conclude as the Overseer reaches the end of its lifespan. After going into hibernation countless times to date, it's been a long time coming, to say the least. What are we gonna do once the project is over and there's nothing left for us to research? We'll always keep observing as long as there are things out there worth watching. Once our time is up, whatever it is, we shall return to nothing. Holy cow! It's a fitting fate for this station and its inhabitants after being cast out into the cosmos. I mean, these people seem kind of goofed up in the head already. Hello. Okay, can't talk to them. Can't talk to them. Let's see what these lounging people have to say. Did the Renans on Lenegis lose control of their Zeugles? I suppose it's plausible. What with all of the astral energy flowing through the place? In which case, the arts that were keeping them in line must have been disrupted. I doubt it was otherwise the work of the Great Spirit. I agree. It's hard to believe that such a massive consciousness could deliberately conceive and then carry out a localized phenomenon. Mario says if you were there, you'd probably just kill them all, because why not? There are no rules anymore. The whole of existence is different than expected. There are no rules, bro. Well put, well put. Oh, we can heal this jabroni. Don't do it, Shion. Huh? You found me collapsed again and helped me back up? Well, I appreciate it. Thanks to you, I can continue to go about my research. Hey, we got 5 happy bottles. Sweet. All right, let's start talking to our crew here.
Oh, it's you two. Does he seem like he's doing any better now?
I know, right, Maria?
He who? Oh, you mean Dohalim, don't you?
I know that we're all struggling to wrap our minds around it all, but he looked like he was taking it really hard earlier.
What do you think about everything we've learned? About the Renans and the Great Spirit and all that?
On some level, I'm not even really sure what to think, to be honest. I mean, the Great Spirit is like a huge natural disaster, but with a mind and will of its own.
It's kind of a cool
But if
concept.
that thing's hell-bent on trying to destroy our planet, then the only thing left for us to do is stop it. As for the Renans, I suppose my feelings on that are a bit more mixed.
How so?
Coexistence between Danans and Renans in Menancia is still a work in progress. In my case, I think that's partly because deep down, I was still on guard around Renans. So, to be told that they're like us, that they're actually just like us is, well, I guess it's a little deflating, to be honest.
Deflating? Okay, so the Great Spirit is different from this Hectat 35 dude, or whatever his name is. I keep calling him something different because I cannot remember it.
You kept a pretty level head.
I'm pretty
You mean
sure.
about the Renans? At the end of the day, the Helganquil and the Great Spirit are the ones who are responsible.
Yeah, see, the Great Spirit is controlling the Helganquil. Homeboy Hectech 35 is a Helganquil, but he wants to, like, overthrow the Great Spirit because he's like, this is really bad, actually.
But at the same time, I realize that not every Danan is necessarily going to believe that either.
I know you're already aware of this, but the list of grievances the Danans have against the Renans is long, and understandably so. And If people then find out that they're all actually one and the same, yeah, I don't think they're going to take to it too kindly.
Interesting.
Even just among the Daenons, I'm sure there'll be some who emerge with power and some who won't. I think if we can find a way to get rid of that imbalance, then we'll be in a truly good place.
Well, first we can try to figure out what to do about the existing conflicts we have.
Yeah. It'd be nice if one day people could learn to get past their hatred like Rinwell did.
It's no small task. We can't pretend like the past didn't happen and ask people to forget their very real pain and suffering.
Right. Everybody has their reasons for feeling the way that they do. But if we just keep yelling at each other about it, we'll never move on. In a worst-case scenario, it might lead to even more people getting killed.
And we all have to figure out how to meet halfway. Not just that, but to also embrace each other's pain in a sense.
That's an interesting way of putting it.
It's true. Everybody has their own scars, their own trauma. The first step to healing those wounds is to put aside that hatred. It won't be achieved through reasoning, but I think it's a good first step, if nothing else.
I like all this that's happening right now.
And now, I think I see a way to move forward. But to do that, first we need to make sure our planet isn't going to get wiped out.
I was like, why are we even talking about this? We have to save the day first.
You both seem awfully calm.
Only because after everything we've seen, we don't have the energy to keep being shocked.
How are you holding up, Rinwell? That whole talk about the Renans looked like it shook you up a bit.
Yeah. I get this sinking feeling whenever I remember how Daenan mages like my family were persecuted and died out. And now, I finally know why that is. But I was thinking, if Renans end up living together with Daenons again, then mages won't be such an unusual thing to see on Daena anymore, right?
Hey, there you go.
I know it's not as simple as
That's a
all
good way
that,
to think
but
about it, Rinwell.
Daenons probably won't be so quick to let their guards down. And there might be Renans who still act superior because of their arts.
It wouldn't surprise me. 300 years of bad blood and prejudice isn't going to be an easy thing to overcome.
Yeah. I know firsthand just how much hatred can take hold in your heart once you let it in. But even so, I was still able to change. And if I can change, so can anyone else. So I was thinking maybe, I don't know, I could use my position as both a Daenan and a mage to help bring both sides together.
That's pretty cool.
That great spirit worries me too, though.
Well, yeah.
Dana's will feels so warm and inviting. So why is Rena's will trying to destroy our entire planet?
Now that you mention it, Hevrick 35 and the other scientists here never really brought that up.
Hevrick 35. Hevrick 35. Hevrick 35. Hevrick 35.
Maybe they don't know either.
Maybe. But regardless, at the end of the day, Dana's still our home. There's no way we can let it be destroyed.
There's no
We
way!
won't. We'll keep it safe no matter what.
Hevrick. Hevrick. I wonder, are Daenons still not given surnames of their own? As crude of a tactic as it is, it's nonetheless an effective subjugation tool. But I suppose we aren't all that different, though. Oh, though, grandiose sounding R's are simply a means to identify an individual's formative background. Yeah, okay, I get it, dude. Barring the unforeseen developments that took place on Lenegis, everything has gone quite smoothly. Even if we were to notice such aberrations for ourselves, we would likely ignore them, as it's not our policy as observers to interfere. Yeah, they're just like, oh, we're just down for whatever. It seems that when Lenegis was activated, no consideration was made for the safety of those in the residential quarter. It's gonna take a lot for you to get back on board. I get that, bro. Still care about the characters and want to see what happens. Yeah, and that's, you know. Yeah, that's like, they make strong characters, and then it's like everything surrounding it's kind of like, okay. The Overseer will, in all likelihood, remain with us for the time being, as its vital signs continue to show as stable. Despite their appearance, their biology is surprisingly close to us. Isn't that just utterly fascinating? Do we have more info on that jabroni? No, not really. I mean, fair, yeah. Serviceable.
I apologize for making you witness that.
Oh yeah, he's the
You
one who
mean
kind of
hearing the
lost his
origins
cool.
of the Renans?
Indeed. It's shocking to have so many things I thought to be indelible fade away in mere seconds.
Even I'm still not sure everything we've heard here is actually true.
Let's not delude ourselves. If what we've heard is a lie, it's a rather elaborate one. I can only imagine that you must have been constantly feeling like this, ever since your memory returned, Alphen. And you as well, Shion. About your thorns, and being a maiden.
That's just part of being alive, don't you think?
To say the least. But enough about me. I'm not concerned for myself. What concerns me is all of the other Renans out there.
When you say the other Renans, you mean the ones that are living on Lenegis or Dana, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Even if we stop the Great Spirit from annihilating Dana, our problems will still remain. Putting aside the untold state that Rena may be in, if we do not truly belong there, we will have to think long and hard about where it is that we wish to return to.
So, I guess your only real choices at this point are to either stay on Lenegis or come down to Dana, huh?
Why would you stay on Lenegis? That
And
place
right
is
now,
boring.
Lenegis might not even be a safe option.
And at the same time, Danans are hardly likely to embrace Renans with open arms. If the issue is forced, things could turn dire. There is, after all, 3 centuries worth of hatred to overcome between us. And the victims of our rule have absolutely every right to feel animosity towards us Renans.
Yeah?
Our own circumstances as the aggressors are irrelevant.
I didn't expect the former Lord of Menancia to be so down about people reconciling.
Menancia's fate was a stroke of good luck. There had been backlash over how it had been ruled, and I was blessed to have sympathizers among my ranks. Still, even now, there remain ardent dissidents.
But things can still change if you have the right people to help lead the way. Isn't that what you hope to achieve on Lenegis, after this is all over?
Indeed. I have fully accepted the burden of that responsibility. In that regard, I remain determined.
Go,
On that note,
Dohalim!
I have something of a favor to ask of you, Alphen.
Uh-oh.
Oh? What is it?
I wish for you to serve as a mediator, so that the Renans can live on Dana peaceably. As the one and only Blazing Sword, I suspect the Danans may listen to what you have to say when problems arise.
And I take it that you'll be the one to represent the Renans?
Yes. I realize that I'm asking quite a lot of you. However, the fact of the matter is that it will take time for Renans to re-enter Danan society without any bloodshed. That is why...
You're the same as ever, Dohalim.
Is it too much?
No, relax. You get so tense and formal when you're asking for a favor. Listen, there's no need for that. We're friends.
Wow.
You're too kind. I can see you were raised well.
That's some high praise, Alphen.
Then I'll ask once again, this time just as friends. Alphen, will you help me?
You don't even need to ask. Of course I will.
Thank you. my friend.
That was a good little scene. Again, it's like, we gotta solve the world-ending problem first.
I still can't believe it, man.
You're not the only one still trying to make sense of all this. Believe me.
Believe me.
Really? You've never struck me as the type of guy to get hung up on these sorts of things.
Did you forget what happened back in Thistleum? Once my memories started coming back to me, I felt completely and
Go back.
totally
Yeah,
lost.
just chill.
It was really that bad for you?
Just chill, Maria.
Yeah, it was. But thanks to Law and everybody else, I remembered that I still had things out there worth fighting for.
Man, I think you might be a better guy than me, Alphen. All I can remember thinking was, when's this guy gonna get his act together?
Law.
I was too worried about repeating the same mistakes I'd made back with my dad, and running away from the truth. That was no way to live. And I've tried to stay strong, my way. But all this talk about other races and the world ending, if I can be honest with you guys, it's just all too much for me to handle right now.
I know this is going to sound strange coming from me, but maybe the key is not to worry too much about the big stuff right now.
Oh?
I used to worry all the time about my thorns, for obvious reasons, but I never really opened up to anyone about them. And when I realized my visions pointed to a threat that was bigger than me, I didn't know what I should do or who to tell. But that's when I finally got it. You guys were all there for me, to teach me what's really important. I just had to open up and listen.
In other words, if you let the big picture stuff get you all muddled up inside, you'll begin to lose sight of what you really care about. Yeah, I think you're right.
The thing that's most important, what I really care about.
What do you really care about,
All I
Law?
want to do is protect the people that really matter to me, to fight for them.
I really want to make sure the ranch is taken care of.
That's good enough, right?
Not everyone is strong enough to fight.
Huh?
It's something your dad told me once when he was still alive. Law, you know you're strong enough to fight, and you're strong enough to protect the people you care about. Forget all the big stuff going on. Just don't lose sight of what you want to protect in the first place. Sound good?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it does. It's like a big weight's been lifted off my shoulders. I'll fight to protect the people around me. Just like I always have. I think that's best.
Well, it sounds like everyone's learning from their past and using it to create a better future for everyone.
I think, yeah.
What about you, Shion? How do you feel about the origin of the Renans?
To be honest, I'm not really all that shocked, actually. I mean, I might be a Renan in the literal sense, but I've never really felt like one of them. Right now, it's kind of a mystery.
How do you mean?
Because for a really, really long time, all I ever thought about was how I was going to die. Not if or when, but how. I thought I'd die alone. That fate had me in its steely grip. I would have never imagined that I'd be traveling with someone like you, fighting to save Rena and Dana. I mean, how could I have? It's been going on for 300 years.
300 years.
All this tragedy and destruction. When you consider the Helganquil's part in all this, it's been even longer than that. It was Naori's hope that somehow, someone in the future would be able to stop it, before it was too late. How it fell on us, of all people, to heed that call, is a mystery.
I don't think Naori was hoping that we would just stop the world from getting destroyed. She considered me,
What's up, Ben Catholic?
as a real person. And she very much cherished her own
Kitty
people,
treats!
too.
Oh my god, kitties! Hold on, hit the button. Oh, kitties! Bass! Are you ready for treats? Kitties! Come on, kitties! Yeah! Come here, kitties! Come here! Ben Catholic! How's it going, everyone? Use that. I love that kitty emote. Oh, there you go, Bass. You get that treat, Bassy. Yeah. Yeah, you fierce one. Yeah, here. He does that. You ready? You ready? Yeah. All right, move along. Move along. Let's let Waffles have a treat. Come on. Oh. Cat, get off my mouse. Oh, you like a he fell emo. That's a cute idea. Come here, Worf. Waffles. Here. Yeah, there you go, Worf. Yeah. You want another one, dude? Make a stream banner thing for kitty treats. Yeah, I definitely should. Yeah, there you go, Worf. There you go. All right, let's get Marley a treat. Move along, Bass. Move along. Marley. Mar. Here. Come on, Marley. Come on, Marley. Come here. Oh, Waffles, get off the mouse, dude. Get off the mouse, dude. You should make a stream banner thing for kitty treats. I know, I really should. I have it in my notes. It's literally like one of the longest standing notes I have. That's like, okay, I gotta make a cool little stream scene for the kitty treats. Marley. Come on, Marley. Yeah! Ben Catholic! Bastion is the coolest. Whoa, you hear that, dude? You hear that? Yeah! You hear that, buddy? Here's Worf licking the finger. Yeah, he's a weirdo. Bastion, Ben Catholic thinks you're the coolest. Say hi. Look at the camera. He's too focused. Ben Catholic, you're a hero. You're a hero, Ben Catholic. Come here. Oh, I was supposed to zoom out for that. Oh, well. Come here, Marley. Hey, bud. Guys, I've been in contact with Alphen's agent. Yeah, they should all get their own emote for sure. If I can unlock the next emote slot someday. Kitty get their own email too. Let's do it. Come on, let's do it. I could make one for the kitties. They might not ever check it though. Yeah, I've been in talks with Alphen. So I don't know if you guys are into it. We could try to give him a call. Could try to do a live interview with them again, with those two, with Alphen. What a weirdo. Are we getting an Alphen interview? I mean, guys, should we give him a call? Spoilers, that means he has to survive the game. I mean, we're calling him right now, you know? He's still on the spaceship. He's still on this, like, spaceship here. We don't know if he'll survive till the end. This is happening in real time, Myria. Ben Catholic says do it. He might be a little busy saving the world, but you're down. He might be a little busy saving the world. Okay. Well, I'll put the message out to him. Hold on. Let me. There, I sent him an email. He'll probably answer. We'll check back in with him in a little bit, all right?
I don't think she wanted the world to be saved, just so they could go back to hurting each other. Oh, maybe this is what she meant.
Huh?
Huh?
When we were talking to Kisara earlier, about all that